So he tried to make it seem like, in my opinion...
But you can tell, Dan, she doesn't really know what she's talking about, because how many times is she saying that? So let me, I get sent this this weekend. This woman is an ex-con.
Yes.
And she all of a sudden now wants to talk about the Hulk Hogan sex tape. And I kind of just went to a couple different spots. It's a 34 minute, she goes and talks about the history of Hogan and Linda and the reality show and Hogan wrestling and all that kind of stuff. But I went through and just kind of picked out the high spots. And these are what, again, the thumbnail is set up and exposed by his best friend. Everybody thinks that from soup to nuts, there's only one person that did all this. Of course, when Heather testified, she said she didn't know anything about it. Whatever. But most people think that I'm the bad guy. I did it all. I did the coercing of Hogan to come over. I did, YouTube blast all you want. I recorded it, transferred it to DVD, and then started brokering it to stab because I was going to retire. It was my retirement fund. I was going to retire. Well, had I did all that, I think I'd probably be in jail right now. Because didn't the FBI do an FBI sting on those that tried to profit from this? And because it was just two regular dudes, they let go? Because the victim, the person that they ripped the tape off, the person that you stole the video footage from, wasn't just Joe Blow down the road or good guy. It was, or, Vinny Testaverde, or, Vinny LeCavier, or some well-liked people in town. It was from the guy that's the most hated loudmouth on the radio in the history of Tampa, Florida, Bubba the Love Sponge, who had a known conflict with the state attorney who had tried to put him in jail 2 different times. And when that guy's the victim, they let the bad guys off. And you know what? I get blamed for that too. A lot of people don't know this, though. I did find this interesting. I did know this, but at least this ex-con, this Christina Randall, thinks that this ex-con thinks that she's got it all figured out. But the bad thing about it is, this is what everybody thinks.
Yeah.
Just super sad, super devastating. He was underage. Just terrible, 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 terrible. That same year, Hulk allegedly cheated on his wife, Linda, with a friend of his daughter's. Okay, talk about the scandal of scandals, okay?
See, people don't, when he was invited to the RNC to be Johnny Good Guy, All-American Beer Willie, people forget that the reason why Linda left him to begin with was because of this.
Terrible, terrible. That same year, Hulk allegedly cheated on his wife, Linda, with a friend of his daughter's. Okay, talk about the scandal of scandals, okay?
This girl was Lummy, I think you got the report. She was a backup dancer for Brooke.
Oh, she was a friend and manager of Brooke, and it looked like Hogan wanted to have a baby with her.
Really?
Yeah, it looks like he was kind of desperate to have a successor for his wrestling legacy.
No, I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily is that her testimony?
That's what it says. Rumors that know her said that's what it was.
How old was he and how old was she?
Seth, what'd you say he was?
He was 51.
Oh yeah, we did 50. Yeah, like 54.
He was 54.
And she was 33.
She was 33.
Yeah.
He was underage. Just terrible, 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 terrible. That same year, Hulk allegedly cheated on his wife, Linda, with a friend of his daughter's. Okay, talk about the scandal of scandals, okay? Now, I do want to say that this friend of his daughter's was 33 years old, allegedly, because when you say friend of daughters, you start thinking, but allegedly it was a 33-year-old friend of Hulk's daughter, And Hulk denied it. He said that this never ever happened. He did not have this affair. Regardless of what really happened, this is what ended up leading Linda, Hulk's wife, for filing for divorce after 24 years of marriage together. It is also said that Hulk only kept about 30% of their marital assets, and that
she did. She cleaned his house. She got 70%, and then supposedly, Lummy, she got 40% of the sex tape.
Really?
So I don't know what she's mad about.
Yeah, but if you got to go a lifetime of having that walrus on top of you, you deserve some cash.
Yeah.
$10 million
That walrus.
in the divorce settlement, and Linda got everything else. Okay, so remember that. Hulk then went on to marry a woman named Jennifer.
All right, we can fast forward that, Lummy. Let me
This
just.
lady's voice is annoying.
Yeah, well, she's an ex-con.
Pensacola.
Put her
Yeah,
back in
she's from
jail.
Pensacola. Lummy, then she goes on to lay all my bad stuff out, I think.
Talked very openly about
All right, so hold on here. Next, I got to find here. She gets into my nonsense and how much of a numbnut I am. Here we go.
that's their business, So morally, you can judge that part. But the guy Bubba, that was his friend.
Right here. You can almost have this. You can almost have this as a drop.
Boy, they got you looking like a
Allegedly.
bad guy, Bubba.
They do. They got me looking like a bad guy.
You look like a dick there.
Guy Bubba. They tried to. They don't want me to look like a good guy.
No.
He said that he took that video, he turned it into a DVD, and he wrote Hogan on it.
That's all true. Gotta own that. Did it.
Okay?
That's not illegal. Well, I guess it probably is.
It's
Then
not.
he said that he threw it in a desk drawer somewhere.
Do you dispute that?
So he tried to make it seem like, in my opinion, that somebody stole the video from him.
Now hold on. He tried to make it seem, isn't there FBI? And listen, everybody, go ahead and just ride the straight middle fence. Don't be on my side. But let me just give you these stats. Isn't there a 31-page Tampa police report and also FBI reports stating that this tape was stolen by Matt Lloyd? Isn't there testimony from police officers and investigations that state that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Is that rhetorical? I don't know.
No, I'm asking you. Dan, do you know?
I don't know. I haven't seen the police report, but I know that they've said that.
Yeah, there's a 31-page police report. There's also FBI testimony to validate that Matt Lloyd stole the tape.
Well, listen, I just did a quick a Google search who stole the Hulk Hogan sex tape, and it says former employee of radio jockey. So it took me 1 second to research that.
I know. But this ex-con didn't want to research. She just wants to put it all on me. Listen.
Or somewhere. So he tried to make it seem like, in my opinion,
But you can tell, Dan, she doesn't really know what she's talking about, because how many times is she saying that?
that somebody stole the video from him, and that's how it anonymously got to this Gawker media source. However, in one of the
So it's just that's what the average person thinks.
Mm-hmm.
And we're so close to this situation, and listeners of my show and people that watch my videos, and even you guys in this room probably say, oh my God, quit talking about it.
No.
But I'm just like, no, I'm just saying, when you got people that are major influencers that are continuing to just not have it right, and I just want the right story out there.
I think it's going to be tough, though, Bubba, to get the public to, see it the exact way that you see it. Some people are just going to think that it's your fault and that you're the one that gave the tape to Gawker, and that's that.
Here's the thing. I want them to think one less thing. I want them to think that it's my fault, that I'm the scumbag that allowed it to happen. One, I'm the scumbag that allowed it to happen. 2, I recorded it. 3, I transferred it to disk. 4, I didn't secure it. Yeah, that's all me. And I only have myself to blame. I am the dumbest piece of shiz ever to think that any of those 4 are cool. But had nobody ripped it off from me, then the world would have never... You think I was going to let that thing out? You think I was going to... What?
You think you would have told me about it?
No, I would have destroyed it eventually. like I should have.
Yeah, not if we had one big pleasure party before we burned it.
No. And here's the thing. I've seen articles where they're like, Bubba went and told Lummy, you worked here. Did you ever hear about it?
No.
They're like, Bubba went and told everybody at work. I didn't tell anybody at work. It didn't even end up here at work until Heather and I filed for divorce in September of 11.
It was in the house the whole time?
It was in the house the whole time. I didn't tell anybody about it.
I mean, the rumor that was going around the studios back then was just you and Hogan doing it.
Me and Hogan, like we were gay?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why didn't you take me aside?
Well, that was listen. I was number one on the lowest of the totem pole
I'd
there.
be like, hey, Lemmy, what do you need? Hey, Bob, I just want to let you know. Hold on here. Let me pack up this shirt here. 25. Put some postage on this. Hey, Bubba. I just want to tell you something. What, Lemmy? What? Listen, everybody around work here, everybody's afraid to tell you, but I'm not, because I'm loyal to you, even though you don't know who I am. And you made a bear almost completely eat my chest off. But everybody thinks you and Hogan are gays, gay guys.
And then
Then I'd be like, Lemmy, do they think that I'm the boy or the girl?
Oh, God.
the girl.
You were the catcher.
Yeah, of course.
I'm the girl on that?
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
And I would have been that guy the next day on the show being told, and guess what? Everyone would have hated me in the back.
Well, what's more important? Everybody in the back hating you or me hating you?
Lummy just waited for all of those people to slowly leave over the last 15 years, and now he'll tell you the truth.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.